Dex 2 with the massive pump? That's crazy. Bro just made a crazy little count.
Reflect, money moves, stacking all them checks. Daily grind, body on flex. Money, power, peace, and respect. Flights crashed off, stories untold. Haters talk loud, but the silence being gold. Switched up the whips, matte blackest on the road. Gas in my lungs, see the fakes untold. Meetings on Zoom, numbers in the green. Flipping all these plays, no time for the scene. Crypto been my hustle, yeah, the mission is supreme. Grinding at night, watching memes on my screen. Wisdom in pockets, the knowledge in books. Pride like a liar, but my vision
Let's
never
go,
shook.
chat.
Mistakes got them lessons, I'm just
Let's go,
reading through
chat.
the
What we
books.
on?
Take accountability, I'm writing through the looks. Fashion on point, stitches hand sewn. City to city on my damn own.
Chat, what we
Living like
on?
a high star linked by the phone. Minimal moves.
Chat, I just came from the gym. I'm feeling good. Let's get it.
Rigorous hustle.
Turn me up.
Time to relax. Training my mind, but my body intact.
Cat, what we on, man? What we on? Oh. Bro. I felt like yesterday I was walking and I got bit by some ants, bro, because my socks was too short. Chat, what is we on? Jazz me up 11%. ETH hit 4.5. It's at 4.99. BTC at 120. Look, hey, like I said, man, we trust what we see on the charts. What we were seeing on the charts just was telling me that we still got some strength. We still got some strength, right? We just need to overcome the big boss. The big boss. Once we overcome the big boss, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. We in uncharted territory. We really in uncharted territory. We really in uncharted territory. Is this going to be it? We need the total 3. We really need the total 3 to get into price discovery, right? It's just not just there yet. I think a lot of the excitement is coming from the total, right? I mean, ETH is really, yeah, yo, the total cryptocurrency market cap is literally in price discovery, and it's just been so much. Like every day is new news about how crypto is being adopted in some fashion. I was listening to Gunna album while I was in the gym today, and the YouTube commercial came on. And when the YouTube commercial came on, literally it was a commercial about how people can use their 401k to buy taxes. Now, I don't know how, I mean, to buy crypto And when you buy crypto, it kind of like automatically takes out your taxes. When you sell it, it automatically takes out your taxes. And I was like, damn, I never really thought about the benefits to these like ETFs or IRAs or however it works, right? I buy crypto the Degen way. I'm a Degen, right? So I'm not going to, you know what I mean? But just listening to that commercial, I was like, dang, like the Trump just passed a bill like what, last week or something like that, and they already shooting out like YouTube ads. They already shooting out YouTube ads talking about using 401k for crypto. They already shooting it out. So like that's crazy, right? And now we're sitting here at a $4 trillion market cap for the total cryptocurrency. It's important to note that our powerful indicator here continues to be above this orange line, which tells me we're going to continue to have momentum. Will that momentum equate to price action? I think so. Right now, you got some of the legends in the space like Cowan talking about it's probably a guarantee that we get a Fed cut. So now we're looking at hints, and the market is just, Ethereum is just really, really, really being that one. Like it just jumped over 40. It just jumped over 4.5 while we was doing this. So let's go. ETH, baby. ETH 4.5. All right, so let's look at ETH. Chat, what's good? How y'all feeling? It's 2 for Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I think that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm gonna eat some tacos, Taco Tuesday. All right. We're almost to our green line. We are right there. Look how extended we are over this orange line, man. You got the Lee, you got Johnny, no, what's the name? Tommy Lee. I call him Johnny Lee. You got Tommy Lee. He's been on a press run talking about ETH going to like 17,000, something crazy, bro. He been on his Michael. He has been the voice of ETH like Michael Saylor was for Bitcoin, and he really on his shill media press run for Ethereum, but like we're right at our line. We're right at our line, chat. We are right there. Oh my goodness, we right by price discovery. That's crazy. But that is crazy. I don't know. What y'all think? Because we right there. Jazzy about to kill it. Yeah, man. What's the outlook for Jasmine? Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it because you already know there's a correlation between Jasmine and ETH. Let's talk about it. Now, I told you guys I DCA'd into a couple coins, meme coins. I didn't tell y'all that one of the coins that I DCA'd was also Jasmine. I am big on the correlation between Jasmine and Ethereum. If you've been following my channel, you know this. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? The indicator that it got the Midas touch right now. And you can see it here. We got our ultimate RSI Lux Algo cross. We're staring at resistance at the 618, which is 2 pennies. We've been talking about printing confirmation candles above 2 pennies. And unless we can get above 2 pennies, there's really nothing to be excited about. The hope here is that Ethereum's correlation coupled with this ultimate RSI cross to the upside takes Jasmine to turn 2 pennies back into support. And we can confidently say we're starting another trend to the upside for Jasmine. So I bought some Jasmine. I bought 2 Ethereum meme coins. If you follow my channel, you probably know which ones they are. And I might buy one more, right? And I'm also looking at two or three plays on base just to have a little bit exposure to that base. Outside of that, my biggest holding right now is Tau. So my biggest holding right now is Tau. Like that's where my conviction is the strongest, right? And then I got a little, a couple gambling plays that I'm playing within the subnet, and I don't know. I took profits on Pythia. I took profit on Pythia, right? As it crossed 100 million, right? Took profits there. But I'm not sure what I really want to do right now in the Solana ecosystem until Solana starts to show me strength. I want to see more strength from the Sol BTC pair. But I think right now you'll probably see a lot of degens and rotations into Ethereum. I think Ethereum's ecosystem, this is a great chance for anything that's an ERC20 token that hasn't run. What I'm looking for is charts like this. Jesus Coin is a perfect example. I'm looking for charts like this that's looking to cross our ultimate RSI. So yeah. This is one of the coins that I'm DCAing on the Ethereum side, Jesus Coin. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, Jesus Coin. So I just think that this project, for some reason, you see all of this stuff like run, like all of these tickers run, right? And you're like, you know what I mean? I just think that I don't know. I was right. Look. This is a crazy story, true story. I was riding yesterday. I was riding in my car, right? And I was just riding, just vibing, looking at the clouds, you know what I'm saying? Just really just soaking in everything, right? And something in my head was like, Jesus Coin gonna be the one. Now, I started to post it on Twitter because I was riding, but I was like, nah, I don't want to shill it. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't really want to shill it. Now, I'll share it with the community next time I live stream. But I don't know. This is a gamble play, but it's a Ethereum coin. Chart looks really good with accumulation. I don't know. And the community is still lit. So these are the type of charts that I'm looking for Ethereum rotations, right? Ethereum rotations, short-term plays, just taking advantage of the altcoin rally if we have an altcoin rally, putting it out there, right? I will be taking profits on a lot of these plays if I rotate into them. But this is just one that just was on my mind. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I need to come back and revisit this. And there's two other meme coins that I was looking at on the Ethereum side that I want to come back and revisit. Taking a look at ZBCN, the same can be said for ZBCN. I think Solana is still a little bit hot. Solana is still trying to get back into a positive trend. And at the end of the day, you know, ZBCN has ran hot too. So you want to be cautious with some of the projects that have ran. There's few on base that everybody's talking about, but they're really extended, right? So just be cautious, right? Try to find the charts that haven't ran yet if you're looking for initial entries. If you got into Zebek here, then you're winning, right? You can ride this thing out. I expect ETH to eventually have a rotation to Solana and tokens like ZBCN and in the top. I think this is the top token on Sol when you think about the mind share and the utility and the fundamentals there. So still think it will do well. A little bit overextended. We're looking for stuff that's looking to cross to the upside on the ultimate RSI, not to the downside. This is no knock to ZBCN. This is just a realistic take and look from what I'm seeing on the charts. What we want here from ZBCN, if it is starting a trend to bounce off the orange line and continue to be above this orange line on the ultimate RSI and really, really bounce off the support here at about 204, right? Maybe come down and retest the 21-day EMA. It's not a big, it doesn't have to. It can just come retest this neckline. You got good support here at 204. So you just want to bet to kind of like continue to trend, right? Continue to trend to the upside, right? Just above the moving averages, above the money noodle, above the bull market bands. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. Those three things: money noodle, key moving averages, and bull market bands. As long as it can hug those, and you know, one will say the VWAP as well. If you got a VWAP reading on the weekly, you can look at the VWAP and see if it's staying above the VWAP. That's also a good. You know what I mean? But like, just use what you can understand, right? You don't got to go too crazy with it, but you want to see it just hold these moving averages. So understand that the point of what I'm saying that to say this. understand the difference when, you know, but understand the difference between like buying into momentum or buying into confirmation, right? It's a little bit different. So it is what it is. Like I said, you know what I mean? I think that this first round probably will be a good rotation into ETH and base coins because base is on ETH. And then once that little season happens, you'll see all the other altcoins and strong ecosystems start to explode as well. I'm looking for BitTensor to be one of those ecosystems that have a really, really, really good run if we do have an altcoin season. Let's get into some of the comments. See how everybody's shaking today. Really, should I go in on Toshi? I mean, you know, like I said, Toshi is one of those tokens. I don't know. Let me just look at the chart here. Let me look at the Toshi chart for you before I say anything. Toshi. I don't think Toshi is bad. Yeah, I don't think Toshi is bad, man. This is pretty strong chart here. But like I said, I think it's over, isn't it like over $100 million market cap? So, you know, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it all depends on how you look at these cryptocurrencies and how much capital or liquidity you think will roll into it, right? You know what I mean? If you're one of those people that think that this can go to like billions and billions of market cap, then it is what it is. I feel like if you got 10K, 5K, you know, this is a good safe bet, right? 1K, good safe bet, right? Maybe not as much potential as stuff with lower market caps, but definitely a good bet, a good safe bet when you look at the chart itself. The way that the community, the camaraderie ship between the community, and the fact that it's listed on exchanges, because I just seen it was listed on crypto.com exchange. So yeah, I think this is a really good safe bet here. Like, you know, 1,000, 5,000, 10K, you still can, you still can make some big bucks with this, right? It is listed on exchanges, has an insane community. It's a base meme coin. You really can't go wrong with this, and it has proven information on the chart after going down, you know, 80% here. So not bad, not bad. Appreciate the $2. One sold at 10K on Sin last night. Oh, that's messed up, man. That's messed up, man. But you know the strategy. You know what you got to do now to turn 1K into 10K. You know what I mean? You understand it. Well, like, you did one sold to 10K. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. W's in the chat for sure. New in crypto, should I go all in on Toshi? What's the outlook for Jasmine? Okay, we just talked about Jasmine. Yeah, but we're still waiting for retail to come here, bro. Where retail at? We was just cooking the other day. Where everybody at? What is it, Tuesday? People working, like, where I'm saying? Did I pick a bad time? They gotta get it like a little consistent time. But yeah. I was building something, guys. I would have started streaming earlier, but I was this bot that I was building, and I think if the J5 Council, you probably seen me posting stuff in there. My bot actually posted stuff. I've been building this bot that scrapes the internet, that gives us daily reports every day at 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. So it was really giving me a hard time, and it kind of like took away from me actually coming to stream. But I made it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so daily crypto brief here. Back to what we was talking about. We're seeing a altcoin awakening, BTC stability. I think what everybody's been talking about here is the capitulation with the Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum seems to be gaining on the Bitcoin dominance. So actually, let me show you guys from a chart perspective, and let's look what's going on with the Bitcoin dominance and also the Ethereum dominance, man. And you know, how do y'all feel? Do you think that we're about to be inside altcoin season? I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think we about to be in altcoin season or what? Okay, so oh yeah, this is what we were looking for right here, man. This is what we were looking for. Like I'm saying, guys, like, I don't understand. Like it's like people been in crypto too long and they get post that post traumatic stress, bro. Because like I like for the last 2 weeks I've been showing y'all the same charts. I've been showing y'all the same charts and using the same indicator just to show you how efficient this indicator has been. I've been watching YouTubers be extremely bearish, and I'm confused because I'm like, are they not seeing this? Like this is clear as day bullish for altcoins. You got a retest of the 50-day moving average, and if the week closed today, this would be a rejection. Coupled with the ultimate RSI capitulating below the orange line. Which brings to me to example what I was saying. Remember when I told you when I'm getting out the market, I'm taking my profits. Once we get this cross, you see how deadly an ultimate RSI cross is? You see how deadly it is? It's really fucking deadly. Look at this one here. It's deadly. So I'm telling you, when the total three in the others chart hits this move right here, that move, the one right here, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's talk about micro caps. We are bullish, man. I mean, look at this, man. Look at this. Look at the ultimate RSI on the others chart. This is bullish, man. We got a little bit of resistance here, but we knew this resistance was right here. We called this neckline here. We knew we seen resistance here. But the show continues as long as we're above this orange line, man. I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. The show continues as long as we're above this orange line. This could, frankly, be it. This could be the rally that everybody was asking for. Like, allocate accordingly, not financial advice. Let's go to the others dominance. So this is why you always want to look at both charts, right? So you can see that the others dominance needs to really get above this. Okay, so the party is not starting. I'm letting you know now, right? Before we get too hyped. Party not starting unless we can get above these moving averages, first and foremost on the others dominance, right? Until we do, Bitcoin is still in charge, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin in like the top 100, right? They're still in charge right now. Really Bitcoin and ETH. Bitcoin and Ethereum is still in charge, right? An example of what we're looking for, right? And we can just go here to the ETH dominance. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for here. Let me make that a little bit bigger for y'all. This is what we're looking for here. You see how the ETH dominance is above the bullish, these bullish moving averages, and we're staring at a fucking golden cross happening. Like we're literally could get a golden cross. Like the setup is for Ethereum. This is why people say Ethereum is about to explode. I can see why people are saying Ethereum is about to explode. Like the setup with Ethereum is so clean right now. It made me want to fucking, and maybe maybe we need to correct because that could be a top signal, right? I mean, whoa. Okay, so now you say, Millie, well, how do I know when my ecosystem that I am playing in, that I'm learning, that I'm everything about is ready to explode? You can literally go to each one of your ecosystems and check out the dominance, right? So if I just go to Talbot Tensor dominance here, let me see if I can actually find it. What is it? Is it the Tau dominance? Hold on, chat. What is it? Tau dot. I used to be, man, they had a chart for this. Am I tripping? See that one? I could have swore. Oh, there we go. Tau B dominance. Talbot tensor dot dominance. All right. Okay, so this is what we're looking for here. Back to the main thing, right? But similar to what we've seen from the other dominants. You can see how it's not really, we really don't got that strength that we need here with the bit tensor dominance. We need the bit tensor dominance to reclaim the moving averages, right? So you can clearly see why people saying it's soul season, right? I can understand why people are saying that, right? If we go here to the Solana dominance, you can see that the Solana dominance is just getting started. So like maybe Solana is a better trade right now than Ethereum, right? Because maybe you're getting Solana at a discounted price before it explodes if Ethereum starts an altcoin rally. So your perspective is your reality, right? But this is an example of, you can see why Ethereum ecosystem is doing so well. You can also see what happens when an ecosystem falls off when you look at the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance here is now in a downtrend and losing key moving averages. So if we go back to the Ethereum dominance, this is why you just look at everything. And this is why I'm like, how can you not be bullish right now? You know what I mean? And this is Ethereum Ethereum is pricing some sort of easing in with the Fed. It's pricing in the 401k, availability to that liquidity. And you can see here that the Ethereum, this is where it's at right now, right? So when the dominance goes up, usually the things within the ecosystem tend to do well as well. So right now, Ethereum ecosystem is where it's at, right? Maybe you find short-term plays to rotate into other ecosystems. Like you could it's so many different strategies, the point that I'm making, right? But I want to show you the difference in the dominance of each ecosystem so you can see where to look at, and you can have an understanding of when an ecosystem is like, fuck you, bullish, like you seeing right now. And we seen that from Bitcoin dominance, right? When Bitcoin dominance was going up. Now we're seeing it from ETH dominance. The question is, what ecosystem will be next? Will other ecosystems even do this, right? Or will it just be a Bitcoin Ethereum season, right? No one knows. We're in uncharted territory. 28 people in here. Millie, do you think Powell will bring the retail soon? I don't think no. I mean, like, Powell is going to continue to just look at the data, right? I wouldn't be surprised that the Jackson, it happens at some point this month. I wouldn't even be surprised if he like comes and talks the market down. He's done that before, right? He's not going to really say anything dovish. He's not, right? He's going to say the same thing he always says. He's going to say, hey, we got a meeting in September. We're going, acknowledge the data. And then he's going to say, we're going to continue to monitor the data. I don't think he's here to help retail at all, unfortunately. Do you trade Riot at all? No, I never heard of that. Beginning of phase 2. Interesting take, Raj. Jasmine be break 2 pennies a day. You think so, Kyle? That'd be what's up, right? You know what I mean? That'd be what's up, man. And a lot of Jasmine. Let's see how the Jasmine BTC pair is holding up. A lot of oh yeah. We got some we got some action here from the Jasmine BTC. Show y'all what I'm looking at. All right, yeah, we got some action here from the Jasmine BTC. But, still a lot of work to do, right? We want to see Jasmine also outperforming Bitcoin. But, taking a look at the ultimate RSI, this is a good step in the right direction. And, again, we looked at the Jasmine chart a little bit earlier, and we kind of acknowledged that that Jasmine is now above the threshold of the ultimate RSI, and our next stop is breaking through resistance of 2 pennies. So with the correlation to Ethereum, I think there's a good chance that Jasmine starts his move to the upside, and it's so many people going to be just pain. They just gonna have pain. They just gonna have pain because they've been so bearish on Jazz. It's been so many. It's gonna be so many people that miss out on opportunity. I literally be watching it. Like I literally be watching people just be bearish for no reason, and they gonna kill their opportunity. Like there's always an opportunity in crypto. You just gotta be looking in the right places. Always an opportunity. Like we all take L's, but like to just like let the negativity consume you. Don't let the negativity consume you, man, because that's how you close your doors that may be in front of you. You always got to be optimistic. You understand the risk. And that's why we practice risk management, right? You understand the risk, but you keep a positive mental attitude. You keep an optimistic mental attitude so that you don't close out your thinking and miss out on opportunities. Always opportunities in crypto, man. Wise mind, what's the word? You say you've been in Jasmine forever? Yeah, I've been in Jasmine since 203. Not only mine on Tau. Like that's where I feel at home at. Like Tau, that's where I'm mine at. Like I like what's happening. Like I said, I build AI applications. I vibe code. So like since I'm all about AI, I might as well invest in the AI. Like Tau is like my Nvidia, right? That's how I view Tau. I view Tau like someone would have viewed Nvidia in its early stages. That's how much conviction on Tau, so much Tau I've been loading up on. Big fan of Tau. Jasmine did its thing. About to do it again soon. Yeah, man, it literally did a 20x, man. A lot of people was down in Jasmine, but it literally did a 20x. So it's kind of like that's not bad, right, chat? I mean, that's not bad. Right, platforms, they're minor. Yeah, Kyle. I mean, that's a little bit. That's a little bit personal, man. You're just asking personal questions there, good buddy. I'm not really like personal in crypto like that, so like I don't disclose my portfolios or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I can say Jasmine didn't disappoint me. Yeah, I mean, if you got in when I was talking about it, and like Matt Perry and you know what I'm saying, a few other people, because Matt Perry was another one that got into Jasmine at the lowest prices, and probably made a really really good bag off Jasmine because I think he bought like millions of tokens. Like if you got in at that prices, then you can't really be upset unless you didn't take any profits, right? And even if you didn't take any profits, you're still in profits, right? Now if you bought at 7 cent or 6 cent, or you was like person to get on the train, then you're probably trying to find a way either to get out, or you probably DCA'd, or you probably just like fuck it. When Jasmine get back to the price that I got in, I'ma just cut my losses. Some people just believe in the utility. Some people understand how huge data is going to be when you connect data and AI. It's like easily what they say, data is the new oil, right? Data and compute power, right? Data and compute power is probably two of the most top three important things for AI to actually survive. And yeah, that's how I look at it. Yeah, nothing personal, Kyle. Don't take it personal, good brother. But yeah, if you're into mining, you should definitely check out Tau, bro. It's so many different subnets that you can start mining from. You know what I mean? You can lend out your compute power and start mining with chutes, right? If you're a person that got a PC and you got compute power to lend out, you can start mining. You can I think Ridge's AI got an automated miner. You know, their AI agents compete. And the ones that create the best models get incentivized the most. So yeah, it's just so much opportunity. Me, I'm a content creator, so I mine through Bitcast. Um, so it is what it is. Right on. I think what it is it's hard to get your hands on it, right? Because if you look at these chips, only the big centralized companies can get their hands on these chips. And let's say if you want to get an Nvidia chip, you probably got to wait 3 to 6 months. So that's why a lot of people are making compute power decentralized, where if you got a PC, you can lend out your compute power and earn. I think there's multiple different tokens that allow you to do that. Just BitTensor has subnets that actually have real clients, billion-dollar clients, and that's where I'm attracted to. So I like to go where the money goes at. In fact, this is a cool story here. Actually, let me show you guys if I can actually find it. Um, so let me see if I can actually find the post here. If oh, here it goes right here. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me show you. This is an example of all the digital asset treasuries per coin. Now, this is the thing I want you guys to pay attention to. Tau already has 3 treasury companies, and Tau's market cap is 4 times lower than any other market cap listed here. Bitcoin, oh my God, has 110. ETH has 10. XRP 5, Sol 5. BNB 3. Hype 3. Tau 3. Now go look at the market caps on everything listed from Hype, BNB, Sol, XRP, ETH, BTC, and then you will understand, in my opinion, why Tau is severely underpriced and it must reprice when being compared to these cryptocurrencies. So that alone tells me that Tau is undervalued, right? Especially when you look at the billionaires that's actually behind this. If you guys ever did any research on Barry Silbert and DCG and what Grayscale and those companies are doing. So like Tau is severely underpriced when compared to anything else on this list. You can see for yourself. Hyperliquid is a $14 billion market cap. That's literally a 10x for Tau. I mean, what is Tau? 4 billion or some shit like that? I think Tau is like $4 billion market cap if I'm not tripping. Yeah, it's 4 billion. So not 10x, like 4x. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. 4x. Literally like 3x. 3x to it. 3x away from Hyperliquid, right? Like 3.5. And then you got let's see here. What was the other one that was on the list? You got BNB and Sol. So let's go look at BNB and Sol. BNB, $115 billion market cap. Solana, $100 billion market cap. That's all I need to see, man. All of these joints over 100 billion, except for Hyperliquid. And that's a new cryptocurrency. So I ain't really looking at that. But like, Tau got more treasury companies than these other joints. So it should easily be 100 billion. That's how I look at it. Altcoins are ripping, man. Altcoins are ripping. I heard the stock market was doing good too. Let's check out the stock market. Stock market, bro. God dang. It ain't even showing no sign, bro. Dang. Chat, are we back? Are we will? Stock market gotta cool off at some point, man. That's insane. Chat, are we back? Tesla still ain't had. Oh, Tesla a good buy right now, man. Look at that. We just got a ultimate RSI cross. Tesla look like a good buy right now. It hasn't had its move yet. Damn, if I was gonna buy a stock, I'd probably buy Tesla because Tesla hasn't had its move yet. It's really starting to print a confirmation candle. Got a little gap here, but starting to print that confirmation candle above those moving averages. Looks good. Let's good. Let's look at the retail savings, XRT. Oh man, retail, y'all starting to feel like y'all got a little bit of money, eh? Let's look at the DXY. US dollar. Oh my, it got rejected and it's falling and it's bearish. Oh my goodness, y'all. We might really get an altcoin season. Chat, we might really get an altcoin season. We might really get an altcoin season. This is crazy. Hold on, let me look at the tether dominance. Maybe I gotta find something bearish, bro. I gotta find something bearish. There's too much bullish indicators. I gotta find something bearish, man. Let me go here. The tether dominance is falling too, and it's bearish, bro. Is this altcoin season the beginning of it? Chat, is this the beginning of altcoin season? What the fuck? Riot, world market cap is like 380 trillion. Meaning crypto is maybe 3% adopted. We have all the upside. I wish more people would think like you, Kyle. W's in the chat for you, Kyle. I mean, I wish more people would think like you. Riot, like Riot platforms. Is that what you're talking about? Riot platforms. Hold on, let me see what you're talking about. Riot platforms. They're miners. Oh, is this like a stock? What is this? A crypto? What is this? Is this a stock or oh, this is like a crypto? I mean, this is like a stock. On the weekly doesn't look bad, bro. I ain't gonna cap. This looks bullish to me. We got an ultimate RSI cross. 2 support candles above moving average. A little bit of weakness here, but not as strong as some of the other stocks, but not bearish yet either. Still got a nice little trend to the upside here while holding moving averages. A little bit of selling pressure here, but if it can hold these moving averages, maybe it goes higher. I don't like these 2 candles here. I want to see more strength for them. Could fall off the map here next week. Who knows? But it hasn't. It's had a nice run, and maybe it could be just getting started when you look at the fact that it's just reclaiming some of these moving averages. I don't know too much about Riot platforms, but it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad, man. Doesn't look bad at all. Are you mining Bitcoin? You must be mining Bitcoin, bro. You must be mining Bitcoin. All right, let's see what we got here. We could be in altcoin season with power just controlling the volatility. Oh, yeah. Wise, I keep forgetting about fucking J-Powell. I didn't think you recognized value in it. Long time lunker. Like your style. Hey, appreciate it, Cal. Yeah, I gotta get into stocks, man. I often go on so I go on my exchange. The exchange that I use is now offering stocks, and they want me to like create a little account. And then I got a Robinhood, right? And I often like revisit the world of stocks. I'm just such a degen that my home is crypto, and I don't want to spread myself thin. But if I make the gains that if I'm get to the wealth that I'm trying to get to, I'm gonna start taking the safe way, right, and get them stocks, right, and get that little, a little bit of interest. Not gonna lie, I've been bearish on Jasmine. Looks pretty promising. I don't know why you guys get bearish on Jasmine. I mean, maybe you probably think about like the only bearish thing that happened was the hacks because of the mismanagement of the X accounts. But besides that, everything's been the same thing that it's always been. So I don't know. With Jasmine, I don't really pay attention to the noise on crypto Twitter. I gotta be real. I don't even pay attention to like Jasmine crypto Twitter. I might repost here and there, but I don't pay attention to it. I post about Jasmine on my personal thesis, but I'm not really interested into that negativity, right? I look at the charts, right? And I made a video a year ago, and I told y'all the clear correlation between ETH and Jasmine. Like, it's clear. You can go to DeFi Llama right now, check the correlation numbers. You can check the numbers yourself. You don't got to take my word for it. Like, this is shit that, like I said, I research. It's a clear correlation between Ethereum and Jasmine. And when Ethereum runs, if the sentiment, right, and the mind shares there, usually you will see Jasmine run as well, right? On top of that, it's listed on exchanges. It's easy and accessible, and it sits right there in a narrative that is aligned with the biggest narrative in the fucking world, which is artificial intelligence. So with that being said, next you look at the partnerships, you look at the team. The team is really the team. The team is really former Sony motherfuckers. That's true. That's facts. That is what it is. It's there. It's public. Also, you look at some of the things that Jasmine's incorporated just in its country itself. It handles data for the biggest insurance companies. It handles data for the biggest insurance companies in Japan. Yet people come and try to FUD it, and it's like, I stopped talking about the use case and utility a year ago. I'm straight give you a 3-minute, 4-minute video on Jasmine TA and call it a day. It ain't even no point. The Jasmine bears gonna always be bearish. They gonna find a way to be bearish. I ain't even trying to mess with them because they got my channel shadow banned. I'm done with Jasmine bears. Y'all win. Yeah, he's good stuff. Dude, brother, what's your thoughts on Toshi? What up, George? I gave my thoughts on Toshi. I think Toshi is a great low volatility play. I think anywhere from not a financial advice, but if I had anywhere from $1,000 and up, Toshi is a good play, right? And I think there's good gains to be made. Do I think there's better options in base with lower market caps? Yes. For me, yes, I'm a Degen. But if you are not a Degen and you don't have time to monitor the market like I do, you take the safe play. And I think Toshi is one of the safest plays with high potential because it has a strong community, it's listed on multiple exchanges, and it's in base ecosystem, which right now is probably the hottest ecosystem in crypto. So Toshi is just in a great position right now. Johnny on the round, you just Binance on some BS. Also, yeah, be considered tech after artificial super intelligence enters the chat. Yeah, but but we're not even in AG. We still got like the AGI hype. You know, what I mean, we haven't even got to like AI is going to be broken down in like 3 sectors of hype. Let's be real. Like we got the, where we at right now with the agentic hype, right? The AI agent hype, right? Then we're going to go into AGI, right? And then first we're going to go into the physical robe, the DePi, right? The decentralized physical AI, the physical robots. And then we're going to go into like AGI. So it's like going to be like 3 bubbles of hype for artificial intelligence. So you don't gotta like fully put your whole net worth in it, but having some exposure, I think, in my opinion, is a win-win. No, that's not advice, bro. I do not give advice. You scaring the fuck out of me when you said that word. I don't give no advice, bro. I appreciate you coming to my channel, and it's all love, but I never give advice. Yeah, it's gonna go crazy, Kyle Fields. For real, man. It is a Japanese crypto, and you got Junction coming from their own team, so it's tuned to be a new AI project from them. Yes, indeed, Pi Guys. Yeah, man, I think it's slept on, but again, people gonna think what they want to think, and your perception is your reality. If you got in at 203, then you're happy, you're content. You know that, hey, I can only go up from here, or I can only round trip my bags. I still won. But if you got in at 7 cents, 6 cents, you probably like. But if you got in at $4 3 years ago. This is why I don't combat with the Jasmine Bears, because some of the motherfuckers got in at $4 or $5 3-4 years ago, and I wasn't there. I don't. Millie got in at 203. I don't know. Like they still hot about that, which is fair game. I'm not even messing with them because I get it. I would be hot too. So. With that being said, I don't know what battles to pick, and I stay away from that. I got nothing but love for the Jasmine fam. What's good, bro? Our coins are pumping. They are. Let's go, crypto. Oh boy, Playboy Maxi. Bro had little baby fried. Air accelerated and speed. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the bubbles for us. That's crazy, yeah. ETH over 4.5. Let's go. Let's go. Green in the market, baby. Green in the market. Green in the market. Green in the market. Green in the market. Let's go. If he that's swag, so we'll definitely look at to Degen. Yo, Block Boy, we talked about that. Thank you, George. George, I troll a lot. Do not take nothing that I say personal, bro. Like this, like we IRL stream over here. We not just gonna be on no boring crypto stuff. We get lit. We say, hey, we go hard. Appreciate you, because I think you knew. I ain't really never seen your name before, but thank you for being here. Cyber pumped insane today, I guess. Upbit is the new Binance effect for listens. Well, I think that was on my crypto report. Yeah, it was. It was, chat. So my AI agent delivers me a crypto brief and report every day at 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. So if you are part of the channel, you missed that in the beginning, that happens. That is exclusively for the J5 Council. J5 Council, you probably see me the new bot like posting and shit. Yeah, we're getting that together. Just work with me, right? But it did show the top gainers, and one of the top gainers was Dex Tools and Cyber. So you can see that the bot is really efficient, and what it's doing, and it's giving me I have 6 POI set up, and when the bot checks off all 6 of those POIs, it will confirm altcoin season. I think right now we like 2 or 3 out of 6, depending on, like I said, your perspective. But yeah, we just chilling right now. We just chilling right now. But I don't even know what Cyber is, but it definitely posted it. The bot just definitely hit me up. It was like Cyber pumping. I don't even know what that is. That Jasmine beer problem. They should have not gotten the coin that wasn't fully diluted like any code. There's a chance that yep. Buys mine. That's exactly what happened, right? That's exactly what happened. They dropped all that supply back into the token. That's what happened. Now, similar to like the Terra Luna situation, right? A lot of people bought at the bottom and made a shitload of money as it rolls back up, because some people have the Warren Buffett type of mentality that they will buy fear. They will buy into like what happened? I don't know if you guys in the trenches, but the SWIFT token did it, right? And then it bounced back from a $1 million market cap to a $11 million market cap in 15 minutes. This shit dumped from 30 million to 1 million. You could have bought in at 1 million and made a 11x in 15 minutes, which means if you've seen that happen, it's a fucking risk, because you could be catching a falling knife. But some people operate like this in crypto, and they be killing it, right? I'm not even gonna say it's a bad strategy. It all comes down to if you can take that type of risk, because catching a falling knife is a risk. I want to make that clear. But whoever chucked $1,000 when it hit $1 million market cap in 15 minutes made 11 bands. So like, some people take advantage of that. There's also the arbitrage trade, right? That it happened on Tau. It's like when you instantly start a liquidity pool in another ecosystem, there's price parity. And if the prices don't match up, you can buy on another chain and sell on another chain and make instant profits. I mentioned it on Twitter, on X, when it first happened with Tau. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody taking advantage of the arbitrage? Like, it's literally, Tau is $800 on Solana. It was, and it's 400, but it was $400 on Tau. And I'm like, shit, I could just buy on Solana. I could just buy on Tau and then sell on, I can buy on Tau, bridge to Solana, and sell into 2x. Instantly. It's called arbitrage. This shit happens in crypto. I don't know if maybe I'll do a video on it, but most people don't understand, don't know about that little, you know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. You can trade those coins, but you gotta look at the investments, because if private investors are up a lot, they will probably dump. Yeah, man. And this same could be said for a token that has airdrops. I think that's why my boy Connor, he was like, I don't know if this is the pump bottom yet, because think about it. If they send out the pump airdrops, and they dump off their airdrop soon as they get it, it's going to create selling pressure, and the price of the token is going to tank. So the same could be said for tokens that have airdrops. Watch those tokens. Be very careful if a token has a huge airdrop coming. Again, I got for primary markets, like what sites to use. Oh man, that's tough, bro. Because okay, so that's tough, because it just depends on what you're looking for. Like, what type of coins you in, right? What type of market caps are these coins? Like, it's so many different tools that you can use that it's really hard to say specific sites. I personally use web scrapers. I build out bots that utilize APIs to scrape the web and return me research reports either through email or Telegram. That's the easiest way, in my opinion, to keep up with everything, because you can't keep up with everything. So you can either be a jack of all trades or you can master one, right? So instead of me trying to do research all day, I just create 5 bots, and I got 5 bots working all day. Whoop de whoop whoop. They give me the research, and then I can have one of my bots create me an HTML CSS visual of it. Very simple. Crypto Princess. Well, I said very simple, like it's very simple. I've been doing this for like 6-7 months now, almost a year. So it's not very fucking simple. It's not simple. But if you practice, you get better at it. And the more I practice, the more I get better at it. The more I take a deep dive into artificial intelligence, the more I learn. I'm saying that to say this: just be a sponge. Be a sponge in crypto, and you'll run into different sites and stuff. Like for a new person, I would say like the most new person friendly site is Deck Screener, but I don't know what type of tokens you're looking for, right? Because you might be a person that's only buying tokens on exchanges. So maybe you just stick to like CoinGecko, crypto, Coin Market Cap, and whatever exchange that you use, right? You keep it really simple, really compact, so you don't spread yourself too thin and confuse yourself. You get what I'm saying? It can be very, very confusing as a normie, especially when you see people talk about, for instance, you see me talk about BitTensor or Tau. You're like, what the fuck is Tau, bro? How do I buy Tau? How do I even buy a subnet? I get it, right? If I came in and I was new, I would be like, I gotta buy Solana, I gotta send Solana to this wallet, and then I gotta buy the meme coin. It sound like a lot. It sound really, really hard, but once you get used to it, it becomes really, really easy. Can you do the title searches with that AI system? What you mean title searches? Let me know what you're talking about. Perfect time for Momo. Hey, salute to Momo. I'm gonna show you some love on Momo, bro, because you come and you hit me with the Shador Sanders every time, bro. Perfect time for Momo, bro. I gotta show some love for Momo. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. Here, perfect example, chat. Like you can see my setup here, right? This is my setup, so I'm gonna go ahead and add Momo to the watch list because bro been shilling it. Is it the one on base or the one on Solana? I think it's the one on Solana. Yeah, I think it's the one on Solana that he's talking about. It's the one on Solana. So I'll go to my Solana chain and put Momo. I'm gonna add a star next to it as a sleeper. Let's see here. Y'all trying to hold strong through this dip, boy. Dev is buying. The dev is like, I'm trying to hold. Well, I think I talked about how this could possibly dip, and you see here it's starting to put in that correction, but the dev is buying, and it's severely oversold on the daily, so getting a step closer to a bounce, but you're seeing a lot of profit taken here. Let's check the bundles. All right, I like to have my setup to where it instantly shows the bubbles. So what I'm doing here, chat, is I'm looking for clusters. Another word for that would be bundle. So you can see right here they got a few clusters, right? Not too bad, but you know, not the best, right? And actually, let's mute this because I get tired of them tabs making them noises. Mute, right? Bang. Now I like to see who I'm tracking. If anybody that I'm tracking holds this, no. So it looks like all the KOLs are out. Cool. So what I'll do next is I'll take the contract. Before I take the contract, I want to show you guys how I have my watch list here. I got my wallet tracker and monitor all the KOLs, the top KOLs. I got my signal tracker, so I know when anybody does a Deck Screener update. Usually when Deck Screener update comes in, looks like the communities usually are trying to rally behind it. So this is actually bullish. I also have my Twitter tracker here. So if an Elon tweet come through or anything that's like viral, it'll come through right here. And then whatever I'm holding, like you can see Flywheel right here. If I wanted to like trade Flywheel, you know what I mean? I could trade Flywheel right there. But I haven't sold any, and I got like 3 wallets. I haven't sold any of it. So I don't even look at it. All right. So two screens here. Having a good setup is really makes you feel comfortable about finding tokens. You don't have to even do this for the trenches, right? Because I use my same setup here for my base coins, right? So if you look here, I got my base setup. I got some of the wallets that I'm tracking in base, some of the biggest wallets that I'm tracking in base. You can see most of them all buy the same token. So it's easy to find out what's hot in base because you see the same like KOLs and smart wallets buying these tokens in base. It's not as diluted as Solana. So it's easy to see in concentration when somebody is buying something like, I'm so mad because I could have bought this token here. Docker. I'm so fucking mad right now. You don't even understand how mad I am because I went to Bridge. I went to Bridge earlier today to buy Docker because I was noticing that a lot of the projects where Jesse.base holds a lot of tokens, they seem to all run. All right, so yeah, that's just getting into something else. I don't want to really talk about it. Anyway, have a good setup. So what I'm doing here is I'm headed over to Padre, right? And you can see I kind of like have my alpha tracker set up for Padre, where any type of token that gets talked about by these shield groups instantly comes across my screen. So the reason I'm putting it into Padre because their holder account shows up a little bit more differently than GMGN. What I like about Padre here is that instead of showing how much the people actually hold, it really shows how much these wallets hold, right? It shows their soul balance, right? So I like to find tokens that have, whales in it, right? Like this 398 soul, right? This guy right here is fucking probably part of the fucking cabal or some shit, right? But when you run into those tokens that have like a top 30 and you got like 5 or 6 people with a soul accounts of like 200, 300, that's like they call it supply control. And two things either happen. Either it's a good team, right? Or the cabal, and they're going to hold and really pump it, or it's the cabal, I call them the inverted cabal, where they pump the token similar to what you see from SWIFT. They let it get to 10 to 30 million, and then all of them top holders that hold all that fucking soul, they just dump all that shit, right? They just dump the token, right, and load up on souls. You got two types of cabal. You got the good cabal and you got the bad cabal. It's two different types. You just don't want to get caught up on the bad cabal. You want to get caught up in the bad cabal. But the point is, have you a good setup that you understand and makes you feel comfortable about trading. And when you trust your setup, I know it sounds crazy, but your setup gives you confidence. It gives you confidence. It's kind of like being at your computer desk and you got a whole bunch of shit on your desk and it's clutter everywhere. But when you clean that up, you feel more confidence at your desk. You feel like more better at your desk. You feel more cleaner, and it's not all compact. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But that's what I look at. A little bit of tutorial and a little bit of alpha there. But you see what I'm talking about, George? Like, so I got 2 platforms running, sometimes maybe 3 if I'm using Axiom, right? So I got 3 platforms running on 3 different chains, and I'm constantly getting shit that's coming across my table, not just from my personal research, but also my AI agents and my bots. So like, just creating a good setup for yourself can give you even more confidence when trading. Yo, Millie, what's up? Heart. Salute to the Eagles. Solana, bro. Okay, Bonk sister. My bad, crypto space. I got you, bro. My bad. Similar to mine, I used to use Photon, but it started lacking in updates, so switched to GMGN as well. Yeah, bro, GMGN. Right when I was about to switch to Padre, GMGN came with another update like 2 days ago, and I was like, okay, I can't stop using GMGN, bro. I'm still trying to figure out how to like be profitable with the copy trading. Like, I think the key is not to have your take profits that high, right? It's to kind of like have your shit at like take profits at 30-40%, but sell 50%, and then take 95% of profits at 150%. So I've been configuring a good copy trader bot for one of the best traders. But I think I had the configuration yesterday a little bit. I had my my milestones too high, right? I had my first take profit at 90%. Then I lowered it to 75%. And it hit it a couple times. And we had a couple profited trades, but it seemed like the sweet spot was like 40 or 50%. That first take profit bar. I don't know. If you trade and you use like bots and copy traders or automation, feel free to let me know in the chat like what you like to use. On Instagram if you want to chat about. Bro, I don't even be on Instagram. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You gotta like hit me up on like Telegram or X. I don't be on Instagram. Like Instagram is crazy, bro. I don't even be on that. Man, Ethan was at 4,600. It's crazy, ain't it? GMGN. GMGN. Here, I'll put my referral link in the I'll put my referral link in the comments for you. Bro, this shit is going crazy. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. I gotta get off the internet right now and bridge over. I just missed 125% pump, man. It just was only up like 15%. Soon as I go back to base, this shit up 125%. This is crazy, man. Rewards. Share referral. I'll put my referral link in the chat. Y'all want the referral link for Padre too? If y'all want the Padre one too, I'll put the Padre one in the chat as well. Channel. I'll put the Padre one in the chat as well. For you guys, if y'all want that, I'll put that as well. All right, here's my referral link, chat. Oh, shit, I gave you the base one. My bad. Let me give you the Solana one because I'm on Solana more. I'm on Solana referral. Oh, appreciate that. I'll throw the Padre one in there for you guys. All right. Man, where you at where it's still morning and you can get breakfast? You in LA or something? Oh, no, you ain't even in LA. It's like 1 o'clock in LA. Where you at? All right. Alrighty. Bro. This joint just exploded, bro. Docker XBT. I'm confused why it's saying 100% on GMGN, but only up 14% on Deck Screener. It's crazy, man. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all already know I do 1 hour streams. I might get another video out to you guys. I might not, depending on what I do for the rest of the day. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you go check out the rest of the videos. If you're interested in the Tau subnets, man, go watch the videos how to buy Tau subnets. Maybe I do some type of Padre or GMG video in my Patreon. I don't know. I haven't really been trenching like that. I just kind of like use it to scan the market. But really haven't been buying no Solana memes like that. I'm a little bit more interested in the Tau ecosystem and the base ecosystem at the moment. But anyway, let me know what y'all think, man. Oh, you know, eating the breakfast a little late there, huh, buddy? All right, I'm gonna holla at y'all. Appreciate everybody that came to the stream. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.
Prepared for the worst, but I'm watching all the facts. Apocalypse ready, I'm just built to adapt. Money printer on, I save when I can. Hustle too different, they don't understand. Women want the truth, I'm just giving them the plan. Gotta stay smart with the world in my hands. War ain't the answer, I'm standing on my name. Doubt don't affect me, I'm staying in my lane. Grinding till I'm late through the losses and the gains. Business keep me coming, I'm just built for this game. New city, new suite, book till fall. Meetings on meetings, I ain't missing no calls. Laptop open, flipping plays till I stall. Meme coins running, money stacking too tall. Buddy on point, discipline and stay tight. Training like a war, coming mind sharp like knives. Survivalist mode, I ain't blinded by the lights. Living off the grid, just me in the heights. Minimal life with the wealth, stay strong. Starlink connected, yeah, the signal too strong. They flexing all that money, but they vision all wrong. Saving over spending, let the bag live on. Pride like a lion, I don't beg it out of bed. See it through the fake, I can